Hey, what's going on? Welcome to 215 Photos. My name's John Zachary. I'll be your host. I'd like to do a little series here on this channel about shooting some action, some sports with a Fuji mirrorless camera. I know, people say, ain't happening with the Fuji. You hear any blog, read any blogs, any YouTube, any podcaster saying, Fujis are awesome unless you're shooting sports. Unless you're shooting sports. Well, I'm here to tell you, BS on that. That's what I use, is all Fujis. I shoot for online publications, print magazines, my blog, videos, customers. So there's nothing wrong with a Fujifilm for shooting sports. Yeah, I guess I'm a Fuji fanboy. I'm okay with that. I like their product. That's awesome. So why not be a Fuji fanboy? They don't pay me. They don't sponsor me. Nothing. Buy my own stuff. Shoot with it. And now I want to talk about it, because if there's other guys out there or other people out there thinking they can't use them, I'm here to tell you can. And hopefully I can show you how to. With settings, how to do it, what to do when you're at a sporting event trying to get action with these mirrorless cameras, what to look for, what not to expect, and what to expect. So this channel should get us there, I hope. I used to be a Canon shooter. I had a 50D, a 7D, 70 to 200 2.8, 18 to 55. You know, I had a 50 nifty 50. So I had lenses I needed to shoot sports with. Had the extender, teleconverter for the 200. Man, to step up to a full frame like a 1DX Mark II is $5,500 body only. And a D5 Nikon is $6,500 body only. And then the lenses on top of that are ridiculous. An XT2, $1,600 body only. You can get a 50 to 140 lens for it, $1,600 for the lens, 2.8, which I've rented and is an excellent lens. Haven't bought one yet, can't afford that, but excellent lens. So why not switch to a mirrorless system, Fuji, for half the money, half the size, and the performance is awesome now. Fuji offers free firmware updates. I just got 4K video in my X Pro 2. And continuous autofocus is, they say, twice as fast. I haven't really tested it yet, but it's fast, it's awesome, works great. So why not? It all started with me with Fuji come out with the XE1. I bought one of them, used it for my stills, my pit area, my sidelines, stuff like that. Tried to use it here and there to justify buying it here and there. But it worked good. I really liked it. I liked the dials on top, and the JPEGs were beautiful. The aperture ring, just like my film camera when I was shooting in the 80s, Minolta X700. It gave me the same feel, you know. I'd choose where I wanted the car to be or the motorcycle, whatever, and snap one picture, not 8 frames per second or anything like that. One picture, just like the film days. So I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Kind of made me happy while I was shooting, instead of like this is a job or whatever. This is fun. This is a hobby. So that's what it reminded me of, was the film cameras. I used that as a filler for a while. Then I sold my 50D, bought the XE2, Fuji XE2. Had the new sensor in it, the version 2 sensor, which was beautiful. So I started using that a little more and more. Bought the 55 to 200 millimeter lens, put that on that, and kept my 7D. And I started shooting, no, actually I rented the 55 to 200 and went to Super Dirt Week in Syracuse, went to a couple other motorsports events and used it, and it's like, this will work if you change the way you're shooting. So that's what I did. I changed the way I shot, and it worked great. But I really couldn't get rid of the Canon yet if I still wanted to shoot sports, cover sports. So what I did was I just kept shooting the XE2 as a backup, and the 7D is my main camera. And as soon as Fuji come out with the XT1, that was it. Did my research over weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Led into months of research. Should I? So it was in the winter months, not much going on. Put my Canon gear on eBay. Sold it all real quick. Got good money for it. Went out and bought the XT1, battery grip, extra batteries, 55 to 200. And I haven't looked back since. It's just fun. I love it. So XT1 is my main camera, usually with the 55 to 200 on that. XE2 is my second camera with the 18 to 55 or the 35 to 1.4 on that. And that's what I use for 2 years, covering all kinds of motorsports and lacrosse and football, couple soccer games. So it worked for me. It worked good for me. Low light was decent, pretty decent. And for what I do, my pictures are in print magazines, not huge, but 8 by 10 if that's the biggest thing, and then on the web for racing publications. So you don't need nothing huge, and if you want something huge, you could do it 16 by 20, no problem. So that's where I'm at, and I love it, and that's what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be, don't turn away from these mirrorless cameras, if it's Olympus, if it's Sony, if it's Fujifilm, for shooting action and sports, because they do work, and they work great. Half the price, half the weight, why not use them? So that's what I want to get into. I want to get into some camera settings, what I have my camera set at, how I shoot when I'm at an event, am I in aperture priority, shutter priority, manual, what I do with a flash, how I set my focus tracking on it. I want to get into all that with you guys. So if you have any questions, put them down here, so my future videos I'll be able to answer these questions and actually show you my settings and how to achieve these images. I'm going to put some images in here at the end of this video on what I shoot, what I cover. A link to my website so you can go on there and check them out. I'm not, this is real. My images they're good. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying they're fine using a Fuji. They come out great. So I have a lot of fun using it. Go to an event for 6-8 hours at night, whatever, and then come home and edit my images in Lightroom. It's a long day, and carrying these light cameras around is awesome. I have a backpack I use, fit everything I need in there and more, and they work out great. So I hope I can help you guys out with your mirrorless cameras to shoot some action, even if going to shoot your kids playing sports at the local field. This way you can use your Fuji to do that. You don't need to have this big old DSLR and these expensive lenses. Take a step and do it. And rent. I use lens rentals. Rent one. Rent a lens, rent a body, and check it out. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee it. This year I purchased my X Pro 2. This got the 18 to 55 on it. This thing is a beast and a half. This is my favorite camera ever. I love the looks of it. I love the dials. I love the aperture ring. It's just awesome. 8 frames per second. That's all I need. Dual card slots. 4K video. JPEGs are killer. Take my images, convert them to JPEGs on my phone, up to Instagram instantly, or to my editor that needs them that night. I do it before I even leave the track. Boom, they're up, they're gone. It's easy, it's quick, it's simple. You don't have to go back, spend 5 hours in front of the computer with 2,500 images. You pick the good ones, victory lane, all that, send them up, bam, he's happy, goes out with the story, good to go. So we'll do that too. We'll talk about the app, how that works, how I use it, and then once spring comes, in the field I'll be doing some live vlogging on me at some motorsports shooting, so you can actually see me out there shooting, how I'm doing it, where I'm standing, how I'm using my camera. So I think you'll enjoy it. Check out my blog. I'll leave a link down below for that. Check out my website, like I said, down below. And I'm going to put some pictures up. I'm going to put some pictures that I've shot this last summer in Pennsylvania and around here in Lightroom Mobile. I'll probably be showing you a little bit of that. And then stay tuned for my next video where we're going to get into the settings of my X Pro 2 and my XT1 on what I use for settings to capture these fast cars and motorcycles and keeping them in focus as they're coming at me and going away from me. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you really enjoyed this. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you would, because the more thumbs up I get, the more people will see this. And those you Fuji guys out there, or you mirrorless shooters, let's say that, you guys can watch this. Hopefully I can give you some cool tips. And I will talk to you later. Take care.